I hate how like bananas last like a good like 2 hours before they come out and get them.
Avocados?
No bananas, but also avocados.
Avocados anger me.
And they telling bad jokes.
No, they go from rock hard to rotten.
So you leave them in your fridge.
It's so funny
And
because
they never change
No,
from
they-
rock hard.
They do.
The,
They just take an extra 4 days to give you time to catch it. Where it's raw.
the avocado, you can just like throw it in a magic bullet. Whatever. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter if it's soft
I
or
don't have
not.
a magic bullet. You think I made up money?
Magic bullets are like $50.
You can find them on Marketplace for like free.
But what if you want slices?
I'm hearing a weird echo. Is it somebody else?
someone's phoning.
Oh, okay, fine. Thank you.
Are we
Pieces
just
of
share?
I've never
Yeah.
tried pieces of avocado in a salad. I usually just experiment with avocado, yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
I just like mash it up
All
with
right.
an egg and it turns into this foamy green goop that's spreadable. And I just eat it like that. With some dill and saffron.
All right. So, hello, Amanda.
Just-
We
just
have
tiny-
Michelle here with us. Hi, Michelle. And we have Kelly here. Hi, Kelly.
bullets on Marketplace.
Wonderful. And we're just going to start, we're just sharing the auction feed with everyone so we can have lots of friends with us. There's already 12 people on the live feed, which is awesome. Hello. So we're just sharing
Yes, out.
the live feed. Oh,
I mean, you're better.
Thomas, that's so nice of you to say. It's just the circle light. Okay, so we are currently just getting started, starting up here. So we've shared the feed. We have, check. We have the lights on, check. We have people, yay, check. We have 14 people online and we have some people here. And this is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Don't,
Share.
remind me before you leave, we have your piece that you bought last week.
Are you trying to get your button signed? Can you sign this gentleman's button? Your sign?
Yeah, I'm getting that.
All right. So we have a lot of bids already coming in for some pieces. So we'll start. We have all the pieces put up on the event page, and we have some that people are just finishing. So we will start with the pieces that have been bid on. So people watching from home, you can have the event page. Actually, people here too. If you have the event page up. You can actually look through all of the pieces on the.
Use the mic.
I'm talking more to people, but. All right. So wonderful! Thanks everyone for coming in. I'm also I'm off the screen there.
Move the mic back here.
Talking to the people.
Okay, you need to fix that. Sorry.
I think everything's fine.
Okay.
Wonderful. So we were just saying, there are already some bids. How could that happen? Well, we post all of the pieces that we get in early on the event page, so people are able to peruse, and then they send me the text early, and then we know kind of can start pulling stuff up. So we already have quite a few bids. If we could just jump right in here. Woo! Woo! Yes! Yes! Okay. So first. Hi, Wes. Wonderful. Lots of people joining online. Here we go.
I had this funny idea.
Yeah.
That I would just start dancing the fucking funky chicken and act like I was being electrocuted while I was doing this.
Oh.
But I was afraid I might like give you a heart attack. Are you gonna get paint on your beautiful new sweater?
No, everything's fine.
Okay,
I just know that all of my clothes will eventually have paint on them, and then there's no stress.
gotcha. Does anybody have a favorite seamstress or tailor that they really trust?
There's one just close here. I think unless someone.
Whoa!
No, you actually did. You were tempting fate. Okay, don't joke. All right. So first, we're just gonna warm up the crowd here, there's a couple of really lovely necklaces that Donna dropped off.
Did you
So
know that the plural of necklaces is neckline? That's not true.
you're actually just saying
I
things.
constantly tell her things that aren't true, and then I see her as an English teacher, like struggling because
He's like, actually it's pronounced like this. I'm like, oh no. And then I actually say the words wrong because he said it, and then I know it's not right, but then you know when something is stuck in your head, and then so these two pieces are by Donna. There's a couple, I think they're hemp necklaces. So this one has three kind of like planets, 3 gemstones, and this one has a cute little turtle. And they are currently at $20 to Lorraine. So we're talking about having an opportunity to get really beautiful little original pieces for Christmas, that kind of thing, because we're coming up on that season. So I think Lorraine's jumping in on that. So currently the bid for these two pieces are $20. Do I
Can
hear
you hold them up again?
20?
Sorry.
Oh, that's the bottom side of the turtle there.
And this is our Sony
25?
product camera that when you zoom in at object, it's trained to ignore the eyes and blur out the face so you can see the object.
It is a really nice camera.
It was we got that about
Very
8
nice.
months in, and when I see your face go that blurry, I get really excited.
Right? Like look at
Yeah.
Mm.
The
So-
battle,
Thank you.
the battle of learning how to live broadcast in
Well,
real
just
time
that it
was.
works well. Like it honestly, like this is my life.
Don't worry about the mic.
Didn't know what to
You
do.
already told me not to move, and now I'm telling you.
So currently the bid is at
Then it comes
$20.
back, so Mike, to come back. I just wanted a little picture.
$20 going once. $20 going
Let me see.
twice.
Did you bid on it?
Lorraine bid on them.
Oh.
$20 going 3 times.
Who made those?
Donna. And sold to Lorraine, and everyone knows we have 10 minutes to bid if you need. Lag time, 20 minutes to Lorraine. Yay! All right. Cruising right along.
Cruising right along.
Got a $20 bid on Dylan's coffin.
Somebody else bid on the
Not his
coffin.
actual coffin, but on the coffin that he created. Oh, hi, David.
It's dry on the edges the way I.
Can I touch it on the back or
Yeah,
just
like,
the
just grab the edges nicely. Ink on board.
Ooh.
Oh, David. What's the opening bid? This smells lovely. $20 opening bid. And did you say ink on board?
Yeah.
Ink on board. So this is by David Belcourt.
It's a fresh one. Wow.
So ink on board, opening $20. Do I hear $20? Remember, people at home, bid 403-629-7424.
David,
Are you doing David right now?
Yeah, I'm just jumping in.
David,
Lord, it's over here.
that's a nice one, man.
I got distracted. I got distracted. Sweetie. 20.
We heard a little ding.
Chelsea, I'm gonna bid 30. Did it ding?
There was a little, sound like a little ding.
Send me pet photos. Stop. Oh, Dr. John. Oh, that's us. How come this is out?
35 to
Oh,
Chelsea.
this is out.
Do I hear 40? That's from August or something.
No, that's like from years ago.
No, it's not. Look, good luck.
Is this a different phone number?
It's just your phone versus my phone.
I haven't seen Dr. John's July.
You use my phone, I think.
Weird.
All right, currently it's at $35. I'm gonna go 40. Sorry, Chelsea. Beautiful ink. So it's on a really beautifully built panel too with wire. Can we just talk about this for a bit? Did you use the not perfectly as the sun? I think so.
I got much more than trying to work with what's there.
Totally. It's beautiful. Here,
Yay. David, she's saying 30, but I think she's must be on a lag.
So currently at 40 to me, Trish. Do you mean 45 or 50? Okay,
Text.
so I'm just gonna. Oh, Nancy bid 45.
Nancy.
Very nice. That's a new bidder.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy. Nancy bid 45.
If you want to bid, 403-629-7424. Don't be shy.
403-629-7424.
$50 to Trish.
Thank you, Trish.
Look at the layers. You get this home and you'll see all of these different things
Yeah.
you weren't really able to see on the screen. Currently at $50 to Trish.
Remember, all things look better in person. So if you like what you see, it's going to be even better when you're holding it in your hands.
That is the joy when people come pick up their work to see
Yeah,
their responses
it's,
to real life.
it's always nicer than you think.
Nancy bid 55.
Thank you, Nancy. Keep those bids coming in, folks.
So currently at 55 to Nancy.
Just hold it right there.
I'm trying to get that.
Yeah, I know the glare is kind of tough. And David's art is always so amazing.
Yeah,
Anyone who gets a piece of his is very happy. So
it is true. Oh, Trish is typing. $60 to Trish. Okay, so currently the bid is at $60 to Trish for David's piece. $60. I'm gonna see if Nancy comes back here. So currently it's at $60. Ink will go going once, going twice, going 3 times to Trish, and then the bidding is still open for 10 minutes due to lag and people,
thinking about it.
Yeah, totally. Because like we were talking about, it really takes
What's the bid at?
$60.
Who's got it?
Trish. Okay, currently
So Nancy, if you want it, place your bid now.
403-629-7424.
there. That's it's like I got the glare around the sun. Nancy bid 70. Woo!
Woo! Thank you, Nancy. Come on, Trish. You know this is not a lot to pay for a David piece.
Yeah. Oh, like the
It's really
layers
not.
of the wood with the ink. This is really lovely, David. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down. People can keep bidding on it. You can keep bidding. I'm gonna put this here. Wow. It's like so nice in the mid light, like half light. $70.
Currently $70 to Nancy.
The lag is very slow. Long lag.
Okay,
Am I plugged in?
so here we go.
Yeah.
We got a bid. So this is by Shy.
Right there. Just hold it right there, Jess.
So number 37 in the auction. What did you want your opening bid to be?
$11 million.
Someone bid 10. Is that okay to start? Or did you want to start higher? Yeah, okay. I was like, I forgot to ask you before you left. So currently the bid is at $10 to Lorna. Lorna bid $10 on Shy's beautiful acrylic piece. This kind of reminds me of a few different things, like the candles that I've seen of like, and then the wax melting. But then also we were talking about 9.5 weeks, and there was like a kitchen scene with honey.
So we just watched 9.5 weeks because we saw this like 100 noir movies you need to watch, and I didn't have my list handy, so I remembered that it was early at the thing, and so we went to that, and God, it was awful, and she's telling people that we watched it. I'm like, no, don't tell people. contributed to this kind of abuse.
You have to like, do these other things to appreciate other parts of culture, right? Like, and then you're like, oh wow, relatively like.
Has anybody seen this movie?
Yeah, it's a classic.
But do you remember it? Because I think if you saw it after the Me Too,
Yeah,
like,
I've seen it.
I was offended.
I was.
Yeah, well, it's not a film that could get made today, right? Like that's the thing about some of the stuff that we see.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm being judgy.
Mickey Rourke just being Mickey Rourke.
Currently, number 37 by Shy is at $10 to Lorna.
What a deal. If you would like to bid on this painting, 403-629-7424.
Oh, right. Is your phone around somewhere?
Yeah. Oh, there are some things.
Thank you.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Trish is sending us videos of her new kitten. That's nice. Trish, are you like bidding's at $70 on David's piece? So just so you know. Okay. All right. So Lorna has. Sorry. Oh,
What
we got $15 for Shy's
What can
piece.
I do to help you here?
That's
Hold it?
perfect.
You
Yeah.
want to hold it? Yeah.
So I'm just gonna let
Yes,
Lorna know
please.
the bid, and then I'm gonna get the next piece up.
What's the next?
And Christine's.
Mm-hmm.
Number 26.
Okay, so Ryan has Shy's piece at $15. Trish just bid $80 on David's. Lorna just bid $20 on Shy's. There's a lot happening.
Nice. We have a couple battles going on right now. This is great, people. Keep them coming.
The ding dang. Dang 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 dang
So
dang.
Lorna has Shy's at 20 currently.
Do you guys have sounds that live in your head that nobody knows about? Like before I left for work or school when I was a kid, right after Hercules was a cartoon version of Abbott and Costello, which was just bizarre. And I remember there was an episode where Costello lost his mind. I think he thought he was a caveman, and everywhere he went, he would yell, "Ring a dang a ding dang dong," and it was just like this ongoing loop. But that sound lives in my head. And then when the bell rings and we're making onomatopoeia out of the phone dinging, every single time it goes, I hear in my head that little cartoon, Lou Costello running around going,
Ring a ding a ding.
"Ring a ding a ding dang dong."
Hey, number 26 is by Anne Christine. So we were talking earlier in the first part of our showing the work, and I'll show it to the people too. Anne Christine worked on this so hard. There are so many layers to this. So she's been taking a multimedia, mixed media courses. She's been taking abstract courses. So there are 5 photos in this piece. There's in the trees, the traffic, the bridge and the river, and the mountains. And so she was using medium, acrylic, ink, charcoal, pastel. And so, so this is 24 by 16 mixed media piece by Anne Christine. And Michelle bid 40, then Georgia bid 50, and then Trish bid 55. So it's currently at $55 to Trish for number 26.
I'll do 60.
Michelle's bidding 60. Do you have some pieces, Harvey? Yes.
Let's keep it going, ladies. If you'd like to bid on Anne and Christine's piece, 403-629-7424. The more the merrier.
So,
Yes, please click the share button. If you're watching, please click the share button.
Harvey. Okay, so currently we have Anne Christine's at $60 to Michelle. Beautiful. Mixed media piece of the city. So this is pieces from Calgary all put together in the mountainscape in the background and our river running through it. So
What's the bid at?
it's at 60 to Michelle.
It's funny because we've been struggling lately. It's been a bit slow.
Yeah.
But I really want to buy this.
I know,
piece.
I do too. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is the necklaces timed out?
Who had it? Lori?
Lori
I think so.
and Joe,
I think she would support us.
2 minutes.
I think
Should I ask?
Lorraine would support us.
Okay, Joanne just bid 25, so I'll just. Oh, Randy just bid 65 on Anne Christine's.
I'll bid 70 because Rich is making it so exciting.
70 on the mixed.
403-629-7424.
This is Calgary in motion, folks. We would like a piece of Calgary.
Does David have David's for
$80 to Trish, right?
I wrote David. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, David, $80 to Trish. Yeah. And Shy, did someone? It was at $20 to Lorna.
Yeah.
Okay. And Anne Christine's currently at which one? Is that
It's 70.
70 to Michelle? Okay. All right. So I was. Oh. Nope. John's asking about 17 as well, so we'll get 17 too.
Oh, yes, Rich's piece, of course. If you would like to bid on anything you've seen so far, please feel free. 403-629-7424.
That's 403-629-7424. Let's see if I can get my finger to do it. There we go. 403
Awesome.
7424. It's like so hard to point this way. 403
Yeah.
629 7424.
Text in your bids.
That's from New York.
No!
Sonia.
Listen,
Yay!
Sonia, you're in New York. Don't waste your time at Rumble House. We love you. We're glad you're here. Get out and smell those New York streets. Start spreading the news.
Okay, we got a bid for $20 for Dylan's beautiful little coffin. So this is all hand drawn, and I'll show the people too.
Bedtime. What time is it in
So
New York?
stained wood, white gel pen detailing, inside are 2 mini crystals. And so yeah, there's the names for both. So
It's only 9:30
there's
here.
blue calcite,
Yeah, 2 hours ahead there.
and then pyrite.
That's it.
He has all the descriptions. So blue calcite is relaxing and calming for communication and emotional release. And then the pyrite is for protection, and it dispels negativity, and it's the stone of willpower.
Beautiful. You can hold it up again so people at home can see it.
This is the
This is like a hand-drawn item. It's incredible.
Can I tell
All
you,
the detail.
I'm really enjoying you being right in the camera tonight with the focus. Like, we haven't really seen that in use in a while. I love it.
So good.
and you'll
Looks so good.
In your face.
Look at that.
In your
$20 so far.
$20 to Trish.
Look at the art on that piece.
Is that like the right size to fit a little Star Wars figure?
Guys,
So the shop teacher at my school and I, and the CTS teacher decided that whenever we build anything 3D, we'd start building to a scale. So like train people, they have like 1 to 20 or 1 to 80 or whatever. They don't like interact. You go to the train show, and I went to the train show with my friend Ken. He worked for CP Rail. He had like a million bad dad jokes. he had one amazing dad joke because he worked at CP Rail, and he goes in and he picks up this train. He's like, "Oh, P67 Midnight Flyer," and the train guy's like, "Whoa." They're like, "Wait a minute, what's your ratio?" Because they don't want to talk to him unless he's the right ratio. You guys know what I mean by ratio? And so then he's like 1-to-1, and everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" CP Rail, he had a 1-to-1 ratio. Anyhow, me and the shop teacher decided to pick a standardized ratio for everything we build. So if we make little clay people, and he's making little clay cars, all our people will fit in his cars, and then we can put together like little winter Christmas scenes and stuff. So.
Cityscapes at $80 now by Anne Christine.
What, that's not interesting?
The math teacher was super impressed. Because now we got to do math every time we build something. Well, it was up for debate because the assistant in the shop wanted to do Warhammer ratio. I don't know why. And it just seems to me that if we're going to have a standard ratio, we probably just go off of like whatever the ratio was for the original Star Wars figures, right? Like that's my base. But I think a 1-to-10 ratio that like if you're 6 feet tall, you should be like 6 inches tall or something. Like I don't know if that's 1-to-12. I don't know what the number is. But we picked the Warhammer ratio, and then I looked it up, and whatever number we picked was wrong. So we went back to negotiations.
Okay, number 14 is by Richard.
What, Dad? It's a Christmas truck. It's got a tree in the back.
So
Yeah.
to Gina.
Did you see the tree though?
I like that it's subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So currently at $50 to Gina. Number 14.
14!
You just hold it in front of the screen.
It is smaller than you
Ooh.
probably think. It's about
I said like 12 by 18.
it's about
That's
a
wrong.
foot by 18.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
But it's really
I'll do 55. I'll do 55.
55 to Michelle. Gina, are you watching?
Come on, Gina. Let's go. Let's go.
She's ready to rumble.
Let's get in this truck together and do a rumble. Come on.
So this is number 14. And it's
14!
currently at 55 to Michelle. Oop, my butt check.
Everybody's eyeballing number 17. That's why.
I don't think actually number 17 in terms of vehicle drawings was kind of a bit of a triumph for me.
Oh,
And
75 to
I
Gina.
don't know if it really shows on the screen.
Oh,
But
wait, Trish just bid 70. It's
for which?
for 14.
Which is 14.
What am I?
You're holding it.
14! That's my all-time favorite 3 seconds of TV was when John counted with Grover. And it was just the number 14 that really stuck in my mind. He was just so excited. Have you guys ever seen the Sesame Street? This little kid just counted 20 and he's just like on fire.
Yeah, I'm just staring at the phone. So I should just be staring here. So currently 14's at $75 to Gina. And I know Joanne just bid 70 while Gina was bidding 75. So I'm just looking.
Come on, Joanne. Come on, Joanne. Speed up.
We have a few car paintings here. So we'll get.
Do you remember who arranged for me to have these boards?
Is that cut from that other one?
Yeah.
A guy that lived behind the liquor store. $80 to Joanne for number 14.
14!
It's a great size. If you guys know Rich's paintings, it's very rare to get a smaller size one like this.
Oh, so Michelle, do you want to know about small paintings?
No, tell me.
So I do this thing at my school. We have like this once-a-year rumble where my art kids go to the Christmas concert. While the concert's on, they make paintings inspired by the concert. And then since they're students, they can't make money off their work. So what we do is we auction off
95 to Gina.
we auction off the pieces for pounds of potatoes, right? So I think we had like 360 pounds of potatoes for the food bank last year. And then this year, the same group of kids are going to come, like 8 kids just doing live art paintings while we're having the Christmas concert. But I also had the idea that so Jess and I both bought card racks, you know what I mean? Like actual card racks. So they're for the gallery, and then we're each going to take them to our schools. And then so we're going to fill the card racks with these tiny 5x7 paintings. And at the Christmas concert, if you don't bid on the piece, you can buy a card for 2 cans of food would be for a Christmas card. The rest of the year, though, we're going to have little card racks here with 5 by 7 inch paintings filled at all times. And I think we'll just sell them for a standard price. And so if people came in and they wanted to buy a big painting and all they had was $25, it'd just be a set price for the paintings and the card racks. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds incredible. That would be so cool.
But it means we'll be making nonstop tiny paintings. It'll be one more job.
So number 14 is currently at 95 to Gina.
Way to go, Gina. It's an awesome piece.
Should I start putting more in so we can get?
Sure, yeah.
There's lots of pieces.
Don't forget about Christmas, everybody.
Number 22 is at $65 to Trish. So 22 is by Heather Trotter. Has a hook on the back. Number 22 by Heather Trotter. Cute little fox.
You look pretty foxy holding that, actually.
$65.
You do. Like holding that up, you look so
Like,
foxy.
Yeah, like that. Like I have ears. My hair's flipping off.
Weird.
Yip, 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 yip.
Okay, so number 22 is at $65 to Trish. There's lots. I'm also going to pull up this one by Matthias because we got a $100 bid on it. Yeah.
Booyah!
So $100. Woo! 100. Like, but and look at this piece, you guys. So a gigantic, beautiful glass vase by Matthias. Woo! Or an epic wine goblet, or vase, or.
And the beautiful, beautiful colors that are happening there.
It also echoes really good. Did you cut yourself?
Can
or
you
that?
just show us at home?
Yeah. So the handle, if you hold on.
It's an award.
So it's
Get me mead!
so it's at $100 to Trip.
Beautiful. Bring me color or bring me nothing. Just hold it up to the camera, Rich.
Pause.
What a beautiful piece. If you want to bid on this piece, 403-629-7424. The beautiful glass vase.
Matthias, I gotta show you something. Look inside there. Go inside.
Maybe we got it here when it was living here.
It was
Some
pretty
extras.
hot, but it's possible.
I'm gonna rinse it out.
Yeah, rinse it out. Hopefully that's a beetle. Not a
All
cooker
right.
rat.
Protein.
So let's get the other coffin going in here, and then we're gonna pull up Rich's other piece. So another coffin by Taylor.
Bit closer.
Oh, that
Please.
one's lighter it is.
I know.
It's beautiful.
Rich, do you want to take
Thank
that
you
one?
so much.
So Matthias's is currently at $100. Please bid 403-629-7424 if you want to outbid Trish.
That's 403-629-7424.
So
403-629-7424.
this piece is by Taylor, and you can tell because her beautiful eyeballs all
Right.
over the place.
Right.
I hope I die before they save my soul. Celebrate the end. I'll
You could
Never let
float
them
that one
hurt
right
you.
into my generation. Hope I die before they save my soul.
yeah, right. And then
My generation,
Side.
baby.
the lighter is hand decorated as well.
People try to flick my bick,
Don't use all the.
smoke some weed and make me sick.
Look at all the art all the way around. What an amazing piece.
Just also check that I didn't make that later dirty. It's all nice white. Still good? Okay, good. Otherwise, I just bought myself a piece of art.
Right? You'll have that.
Or you almost
inspiration to keep
guaranteed
it.
you'll lose your ladder,
Or
right?
yeah.
Then you gotta wait and you just start bolting with your ladder. Come back, you.
So, what did you say? $5? $20.
It is beautiful.
With the little symbols of beauty, and then on the back.
I think this is my favorite of your pieces. Which is when you say stuff that you're like, what the hell, man? But like this one really stuck me in the heart. And I think
With the dagger. Look, there's a dagger.
What do I see before me?
The
I
dagger.
really love it.
Oh, dagger. Yeah, beautiful. So currently, what did you say? $20? $20 to Chelsea. $20 going once. $20 going twice. $20 sold. And remember, you have 10 minutes to get your more bids in.
Morbid.
Whoa, I didn't even do it on purpose. Okay. Here, let's. Rich, do you wanna hold this
Do I?
closer?
Do I?
So we have a opening bid of $35 to Joanne.
Where's the camera? There we go. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
So it's your Jeep, and you're talking about.
It was a World War II Jeep,
Nice.
and I was inspired, obviously, because it's Remembrance Day tomorrow, and I didn't want to do something too grim, because like I think we've had a tendency here, a lot of times during Remembrance Day, people are like, oh, I know, I'll paint something kind of Remembrance Day, which is like, ooh, in the moment you buy it, and the next day is like, why do I want fallen soldiers on my wall? So like, I wanted to do something that kind of embodied the sense of that bravery, but I didn't want it to be at all morbid. And so I painted this Jeep. It's actually it shouldn't matter, but it is blacklight reactive.
$40 to Ryan.
It's pretty wild. But I was also I found this old World War II. What were they called? Willies?
I don't know. Is that like the name for it?
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't mean to laugh at you. I was
No,
laughing at like.
What was the name of those Jeeps? So I kind of, does anybody know? Anyways, they're really awkward, and so I'm actually pretty good at.
$100 to Joanne.
I'm pretty good at perspective, and actually, whenever if my kids are at school are kind of acting up, I just do a perspective drawing of a truck, and they all lose their minds. I just get vanishing points. And then I start doing boxes, and as it starts to formulate before their eyes into a truck, they just lose it. So this was really hard for me to put the wonkiness of that Jeep in, because the image I was working from was like a big steering wheel, and I really fought with myself to not make it perfect, which might sound like an excuse, but it isn't. Like, it's way harder for me to loosen up and do a funny wonky Jeep.
It's called a Willis Jeep.
Willie's.
Yeah.
See, I'm not dumb.
Oh, Randy said it too. There we are.
Nice.
And you said it's blacklight reactive?
It is.
Rich?
Here, we'll get it out because there's a few other pieces. Oh
Yeah, I think people should see that feature. Whenever you do it, it's always a crowd stopper when you see it.
Even that shows it.
Okay, so
Yeah, look at the highlights. And the
You know
star
that-
really pops.
the black light colors when the lights are on.
Yeah.
When the lights are off, most of the colors here are black light reactive, and it's whatever,
Is that 500 that you wrote on there? 500?
it's the starting bid. So the Jeep all had numbers on them, and I didn't want to use the number from the photo that I was referencing because I didn't want to, for instance, if that was your grandpa's Jeep and that was your grandpa's photo, I didn't want to be stealing from somebody's persona, so I made up my own number. And then I started wondering if there was maybe a reasoning to the numbers and how they ran. Some Jeep military person would come by, that's not the right number.
I don't want to hit you.
What's the bid at?
It's at $100 to Joanne.
And a package of Smarties from me.
Ah.
I would donate a package of Smarties to that.
Is it instead of the $100?
No, it's in addition to, regardless of.
How do we split that up? When I was in high school, people used to ask me for artwork all the time because I was like, they kind of farmed me out. I was taking like a lot of art classes in the school, had me doing like ads in the newspaper for local real estate, and people would always ask me for stuff, and then they'd offer to pay me. They offered to pay me like $5 or $6 for like my full-time graphic design work back then. And so because I didn't want to deal with people offering me way too little money, I would always exchange artwork for a box of Smarties, or like a really intense piece of artwork. I'd ask for 2 boxes of Smarties just to give my friend my reference. And then a friend of mine who worked at A&W as a graduation present gave me an entire ice cream bucket full of Smarties. Are you guys people that can just eat a little bit and then put the rest away? My mouth was bleeding on the inside. I only ever ate down like a quarter of the. And I was just obsessed with making them go away. It's like, I can't really, I'd like to have a salad, but I still have a half plug. And I just remember like my gums were swollen, and my entire inside of my mouth was a canker sore from the sugar, and I couldn't stop.
I can feel that.
So Ryan, the answer is no. I love you, but I don't need any more Smarties in this life, the next one, or the one after.
Same problem. Yeah. We have no
Lately, I'm really into coffee creams.
Did you say Scotch?
Okay, next piece is by Harvey. He brought 2 pieces down. So this is so do you want to talk about the process of it? Like, what is the?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is actually my first.
Harvey speaking.
Ooh.
This piece is actually my first piece that I created using etching process to printmaking. So this was like etched on a copper plate and then pressed on in a big press. That's why you look in the back. There's like a dent showing that. And yeah, this is called Bulalakaw, which means shooting star in Tagalog. It represents like beauty from mythology, but it's like a scary piece. So,
What's the name of the witch whose guts are hanging out? I paint a bird a lot like this. How do you like etching? Does it make a weird noise?
Yeah, it's weird. Like when you have that
Actually, you did that sound really well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do you guys know why you need some etchings in your house? Or are you feeling sexy?
the old days, like take people upstairs to go see the etching instead of.
Yeah. Like they used to in the older days. At the end of the day, it was a way to sort of innocuously invite somebody inside to look at your etchings.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have an etching to be able to say, would you like to come in and see?
What is the opening bid? $10.
I'll bid 20.
Oh,
I'll bid 20.
20 to Rich. Go on.
I'm going to take this lady here upstairs to show her my etchings.
Ryan, you're a grown up. You can just invite people into your house.
Yeah, but you know what? Having an etching in your house, you have so much swagger. Like, forget about James Bond. It's like, this is a classy move with the, hey, so would you like to come up and see?
So $20 to Rich?
$20 going once.
You ever notice how much faster they time out when I'm bidding?
$20 to Rich? People at home.
That's
I
right.
don't think I've ever done etching.
I've never done.
Is that
the
what
plate,
silver point?
yeah.
Is that what you use? Yeah. I feel like the sound would probably drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Like, where's Matthias? There you are. I love your what do you call it when you mark the glass? Yeah.
And
This
change.
Coffin etched, I can't even look at it. Like, I love your work. Visually, it's great, but when I hold it, I hear the.
I have like really
We've talked about this before. Also, I used to commute to work, and I bought myself some studded bike tires, and like that was also driving me nuts. And the guy at the bike store offered me this, that if I pretended it was the sound of bacon frying, I'd probably be okay. But I had to concentrate with my entire mind to turn the sound of my metal studs scraping on the sidewalk into bacon, and I'd run red lights and stuff.
I took the tires off.
I'm trying to find number 39.
Number 39.
Does anyone know what 39 is?
There's another black lights piece.
Black lice. I only work a 25-hour day on Wednesday. You can make fun of the way I talk. What time did you get up? I was on my way to Cochrane at 5. Is this one in the light? Okay, can you do the black, just flip the black light on and on. Is it on it? Oh, it's actually pointed at me. There we go.
Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like when you like turn the black light, when the lights are on, if you just flick it back and off, you can kind of give an imaginary sense of what it'll look like in the dark. But this one's actually pretty fun. And so did I hear you, Phil? Okay. I actually sculpted her face out of the black light.
Oh, good, you found it.
The last ones. I don't think I put a number.
Did I just take?
No, you're good, Rich. You're perfect.
I sculpted her face out with the black light paint, meaning that like here it's just this kind of eye poke. But under the black light, it really kind of carved out of it. So this is actually the first time I did a better job with the black light effect than the actual painting. I kind of thought it was boring just the regular light. And then when I turned the lights out, the black light was kind of better than the regular light. It bothered me, and that's why I painted the text over top. No. I don't like to kind of rely. I don't know if I'm stuff that she's telling me. I don't really like to rely. Like if it's a gimmick, it's fine as long as it doesn't work harder than the piece. So she ended up with a poem on her face because the black light turned out better than the big light. That makes sense. But that's where that one went.
I really like that one. I'm not pushing that one very hard because I would like it back in our bedroom.
Opening bid $1.
$5. $25. $50.
When you do that,
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want. I like that. I'm still like. Sorry, is that irritating to you?
no, it's fine.
Okay.
I didn't know you actually wanted it. I'm sorry.
Well, I know. It just takes things off our wall when I'm still in love with them. So this is another one by Harvey. Did you?
I'm trying to keep my hold on you, like you can't really get too counted on any of the artwork. So you need me in your life to keep painting. I haven't quite figured out what you like about me, so I'm trying to get rid of all the distractions.
Ooh, just hold it right there.
This is another one by Harvey.
Yeah, this one is created this using the process of monetize. So I paint oil onto the copper plate and then press it. And then the oil paint. So it's only one of one. But you can only do that once.
Totally, yeah.
Transfer the paint.
That's really cool.
Now, and this is called the Capre, which is a mythical creature. Again, I love mythical creatures, but this guy is a creature that sits on a tree and smokes tobacco.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
yeah.
actually pretty fun for the course around here.
What's your opening bid?
same thing.
$10? $10 is the opening bid. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Not unusual
To be in love with anyone.
Dario, you going home? Okay.
Did you say yes?
No.
No? Okay. Oh. Should we do? There's so many pieces
Matthias,
here.
are you going home?
No,
I thought I heard you say goodnight.
they fail it.
Entertainment.
Oh, goodnight. Where are you? I missed it. Goodnight. Thank you for everything.
So that one's opening at 10 as well. $10. People at home bid 403-629-7424. Should we get this one as well to go with the other
Yep,
mythical beast?
We'll buy that one too.
$10.
And is that okay, Harvey?
Is that okay? Oh,
Rich, put Rich down.
put Rich. It's currently at 65. Yeah. All right. Okay. This is a piece from Wes. So Art Deco, whoa, Art Deco photo of buildings from downtown San Francisco. So Wes was really focused on like matting and framing all of his pieces that he brought down really specifically to the this is called Metropolis. So I like that it's like an abstract painting, but the photo. I'll show people at home again.
You just hold it up there a little closer.
I need not have that circle.
Yeah. It's a beautiful frame too.
Yeah, it's really thoughtfully framed and matted. So opening is 30.
Yeah, it is a really fantastic composition.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Opening is 30 for this piece by Wes. Wes is here with us online. And Wes, please correct me because I was trying to remember what you said for the opening. And I'm pretty sure we said 30 for all of them, but you can definitely correct me as $30 opening bid for Wes's piece. You can text 403-629-7424. Huh?
403-629-7424. That's 403-629-7424. I always I think about watching MASH, and they'd have these crazy commercials, and it was always for the entire collection of Johnny Cash or something. And at that time and age, I didn't have the appreciation of Johnny Cash that I should have, but I should have been dialing in for my Johnny Cash collection. Or Burl Ives, I remember they would advertise quite a bit. Is that double-sided?
Well, just because it's awesomely
it is. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is by Dylan. So I'm going to show people at home, and I'm going to let you guys see it close. So this is it. It's all marker, alcohol marker. And it is really cool because it's in a floating frame, so you can actually see these beautiful patterns on the back. So it's opening is $15 by Dylan. I want it for 20.
I'll bid 25.
It's got tattoo all over it.
So Dylan, are you still here?
He left
You left with Taylor. So it's alcohol ink markers, and so it's all ink and markers.
Is this what it was at before?
So the alcohol ink that you can see on the back too, it's so beautiful. It's either alcohol ink or Copic.
I looked in $40.
$40 to Chelsea.
I don't think he uses Copic.
I just can't deal
I
with those
think
markers.
it's an alcohol marker.
I can't remember what they're called. Do you remember what they're called?
Alcohol markers, yeah.
Yeah.
There's different brands, but I'm pretty sure that the smooth nature of that is alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you just put it in front of the camera for those at home
Yeah.
who would like to bid? This is a really beautiful piece.
I have $55 for number 39.
Oh, 50.
That one?
Yeah, $55.
Yeah.
I will. Where's your phone?
In my bum
In your butt.
bum pocket.
Brian
B.
B. $55.
Yeah. Can you just hold it up to the camera, please?
I'm gonna try this one.
Which one's that? Did we just lose it?
$65
There
to
we go.
Chelsea.
That would be
Check out the birds along the top and the snake and just everything. So cohesive. It's an incredible piece. If you like tattoo art or anything like that, this piece is a steal. If you would like to bid, 403-629-7424.
So that totally makes sense. Chelsea was just saying that Dylan is a tattoo artist.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's an incredible piece if you're a tattoo fan. Look at the birds.
65 to Chelsea.
I bet you show up with it on your thigh next summer.
Exactly.
That would be a
You can wear that on your back, no problem.
I would hope you hire Dylan to be the tattoo artist.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so
Either
good.
that or his nemesis.
Yeah. Incredible.
I know he's so nice. Oh my god.
If you would like to bid on this piece, 403-629-7424. Please text your bids in now if you're interested.
80 to Chelsea.
I do think it would be prudent to, yeah. You do what to the crowd?
That snake body going all around.
I think the difference here, though, is because yours goes once a month, right? Yeah. And so they're really hungry for it, right? Whereas we need people to show up here every week, and so we need the people to feel like they can come in and not clean out their banks. Because my experience is, whoever has money that comes to Rumble is giving us everything they have. Like I don't think anybody's ever held out on us. There was actually in the early days at Gorilla House, there was a small kind of gang of people that were meeting before the events. We called them battles back then. What would they do is they'd come in and look, and then they all went for dinner. And over dinner, they would discuss on who shouldn't bid on what. And that was a little sketchy. But other than that, I think people are always giving everything they have. I learned that lesson when I met Coyote. I had this piece. You remember we were talking about I had somebody smoke a cigarette to put in my painting? I thought you were talking about I painted this girl with these amazing sunglasses, and then I put a cigarette in her mouth. And that night, I rode home without a bike light because I took the bike light off my bike, and I took a piece of Mylar and I integrated a lit cigarette into the piece. It was actually just kind of quirky and dorky and funny, and I thought, like, there's so much hype. I really love that piece. But the bidding sold out at $75. So I was a little heartbroken because I was hoping it'd be like a lot. And then it was Coyote that bought it. And so he paid with his bank card and then asked if we would hold on to the piece until we could afford to live. And then I found out he was living in a tent, and $75 was 100% of what he had. And we're like, no, we're giving you your money back. And he's like, I'd like to feel like a human, thanks. So, like, if a millionaire gives you $1,000, that's really nice. But if somebody with $75 buys your painting for $75, the rest of your life you find that you're not complaining about art sales, right? So the shame I had from not knowing how to deal with that situation was really powerful.
This is a fun piece by Kelly.
You're holding it backwards because you want to keep it.
I know.
That's so scary.
Did we have a sound off? Yeah. But
Ding, 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 ding.
Trish is still with us, so I can ask her. Okay. Yeah. Did you have a bid? 70? Okay. I'm gonna text Trish.
So this bear is soft and cuddly, and it also is a steampunk bear. And it also has a little bit of Borg because it has a lit light. It's got teeth and claws.
Also, I
And-
really want to bid $60.
It's so much fun. Look at that. And I think it is a blacklight reactive as well.
Yeah.
This
And
is
this
a really special piece from Kelly.
Glow in the dark. You can kind of
What are
see
you
the
bidding?
60.
Hooray!
Opening bid is 60.
He's gonna bid against me. I want this to be my mascot in school. Like the art room mascot. No, I think so.
So cute.
So I'm bidding. Am I bidding 75 or 75?
75.
And Trish just bid 75 back on the fox. So do you want to yeah.
This is one of Kelly's fun pieces.
Fumber.
They're all fun, but this one is very fun.
There's like cogs in the wings as glow in the dark.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his Cogsworth. Cogsworth. Yes, Cogsworth.
Okay. So bring this down. So it's currently at 75 to me, and I might just keep out bidding. I wanted to bid on a lot of other pieces tonight, but I'm like, hey, I can just get Cogsworth everything with you. Right? You have to set like healthy boundaries. Okay, so
That's actually what we don't do well here. The healthy
So-
boundaries.
this is by Ryan. Ryan is and you're wearing the same colors as is on this painting. So always a popsicle. Opening $25. It is.
Hello, internet.
Here, you want to come here?
Wait, we have to
Where
put
am I
our
putting
mask
it?
on.
I'll show the people, and then
Oh,
you can
okay.
walk around. It's here.
Sounds good.
I'll show it here.
What do I do now? Just talk back.
You can talk
Just
about
hold it there for a moment.
it. Yeah.
I have thoughts about the colors because I always want to paint with red and blue, but everybody always says every red and blue painting I do looks like a popsicle, and I'm like, they all look different. So this is my expression that it's always a popsicle. Also, my hair once was these colors. I no longer have hair, but yeah, that's the painting. Goodbye.
Thank you. So opening is $25 for Ryan's beautiful painting. Always a popsicle. It reminds me of like always a bridesmaid, never a bride, but it's like always a popsicle. I don't know how those things are connected, but they are in my brain. Number 32 in the auction. Oh, Theo was drinking triple gin today. Yeah, that's what he was talking about on the first feed.
You know who wasn't drinking purple gin? Jess and Rich.
And
We're trying out for a few months.
okay, here, this is by Dario.
We're not bitter about it.
I know, I had to tell you about it so I wasn't suffering in pain. All right, number 31 is by Dario. Dario is here. Yeah, Dario!
Oh, Dario.
And he's very mysterious. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I see mysterious, like, Sleepy Hollow horses and, like, things happening. And, yeah, there's a face.
Faces right in the middle there. Just hold it there, Jess.
What's your opening bid, Dario? What's your opening bid? $5.
Yes.
Yeah.
80 for the fox.
80 for the fox. All right. 80 for the fox. And opening for Dario's is $5. Text 403-629-7424. You will have an excellent time finding and discovering all of these wonderful things that are lying inside this lovely composition. Like a scary where's Waldo.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's our theme for next week. Scary Where's Waldo?
Okay.
Actually, I wonder why I've never thought of doing a Where's Waldo.
Let's get another one. There's so many things to put in. Okay. So
Who would be my Waldo?
this is by Dusty. Beautiful. It's called the DeSoto and the Maple. It's number 4 in the auction. Opening is $40.
Just hold it right there, Jess, so we can
Acrylic
see
on
it.
canvas.
Oh.
Oh, it's
Actually,
crooked.
normally, what?
It's great. Nothing. You're perfect.
It's not crooked. You're crooked.
I am.
What I was trying to show, look at, it's not that it's crooked. I was trying to show, normally what I would do is turn the light off so you don't see the sheen.
Oh yeah.
But I was trying to, I know it was crooked, but I was trying to show the sheen because her work is perfect. And it reminds me of Chen. Chen would do this amazing marker work and he used 12 different markers. But he had that sense of, you know, when you're using markers and your markers don't match and he had such an experience with markers that he would have collections of markers that worked well together. He'd have 12 different sizes, but the marker work was always so consistent. And I find with this, it's so consistent. The application of paint is so mesmerizing in the light. I'm actually surprised that we don't talk more about the luminosity of the surface paints. Because look, you go to Home Depot to paint a wall and it's like matte, eggshell, and all that. But in art, we rarely talk about it.
I talk about it with Theo's pieces all the time.
The
'Cause
matte?
I love the matte, the gloss,
I think-
the watercolor.
Right.
Like he plays with that a lot.
Yeah.
You're totally right though.
Well, like in our school curriculums, it doesn't exist.
That's-
Which is kind of handy because everything that you used to teach in art class like 20 years ago is all like the 12 filters on Instagram. So the kids know them all so well. Even composition, you know, they get the rule of thirds. I used to bring what's that, sorry?
Well, like it's not in the curriculum,
No.
but we teach it. Yeah,
the
like
surface or the rule of thirds? The surface, it just doesn't come up. Like we talk about composition and chroma and hue, but it's just not written into the curriculum to talk about luminosity of surfaces.
Trish paid $85 for the fox.
I mean, you can teach the kids anything you want.
Okay, Trish has it at $85. Okay.
Talk a lot about craft.
What's that?
More
We could
craft.
talk a lot about craft, like
Interesting.
luminosity of surface,
That's
like
interesting.
within like ceramic, glass,
Right,
like
right.
metal, or even like clothing.
A glass, I'm sure you talk about it, right?
Oh yeah, here, let's bring it here. So
Well, maybe that's like, okay, so if I'm a painter in the painting department, I use oils and it's taken for granted that it's going to be reflective. I use acrylics and it's going to have less reflective, but that sensation. I use tempera or gouache and I know it's going to be matte. And actually, that was a little trick I was showing my kids. This truck I did today, I painted the truck in tempera paints, and then I smacked it with some acrylics at the end to give it that sense of here's where I'm putting
the sheen.
the sheen versus the dry. And it was like one of my own secret lessons that I gave the kids today.
And
I
here's
feel super resentful actually. When I tell them the stuff I figured out on my own, I was like, man, it took me 20 years to figure this out. You get it in 10 minutes.
don't forget it. Don't worry. So this is by Theo on the topic of this beautiful topic of matte and gloss. This is called Clouds, Rain in brackets Clouds. Reminds one of crying sometimes. From 1996. The Quizzies enter the picture in 2021. So the Quizzies are his lovely, his lovely sunshines that he puts in everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Just
also,
show us.
there's a lovely, we're talking about in the far distance. Okay, let me show this first. We're talking about this really beautiful landscape with these beautiful, huge clouds. And so, yeah, like the watercolor clouds, watercolor sky, the hillside, and then it's on this one, it's really the border that's really nice gloss acrylic. I wonder if those Quizzies are
Yeah, just come closer and then up a bit so we can see. Yep, almost there, right there. The little elevator.
grain elevator in the far distance. So here, let's
What's the bid for that?
opening is 35. So I don't know if people want to see it closer. There's a tiny little grain elevator.
Theo is always putting the little things that draw your eye.
To get a sense of the vastness of that space.
What would be the gentlest way to remind the people at the front that their voices are carrying back to the live feed?
Wow, guys.
Could I sing it? I'm going to sing it. Ready?
Jerry already
To
yelled at
those
them.
of you at the front of the Rumble House, shut your mouth. We love you so much. You can talk all night, but
Oh, my
you have to do it in a quiet voice. There is no choice. What, Dario?
You know what I do? I just count. I do like the child count. You know, like the 3, 2, 1, and but like I swear to God, people like automatically know it as like shut up.
That's so funny.
And it's so funny.
The grade 1 teacher does shark, and then all of the kids go shark, and then.
Baby shark, do 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 do, baby.
Oh.
I actually really like that.
You know what I started doing this year is I play the cleanup song for the kids when it's time. Even the high school kids, it's time to tidy up.
I bet you Viviana did that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, there's another one here. Okay, so we need to show.
Problem with Baby Shark
I
is
don't have
it
to tell all that
it gets
I'll get
hard
another one.
in your earwig.
What's your opening for this one? 50 bucks.
Regular price I see is $160 to give you an idea of the generosity that Matthias has when he brings his work here.
So beautiful. Oh, show the people.
I totally forgot that. I totally meant to put the stickers off of those too.
Oh, that's sweet.
Kind of good to like remind
It's-
people. If
You know what? Like, and also if somebody hires you to do work, like a commission or a graphic design piece, and you love them and you're doing it for free or what have you, giving them a discount because they're a new business or whatever it is, you always put down your actual price and you give them an invoice and you write on the invoice waived. And it's a good reminder that they have a context of what they were given. Because if you like me, I'm like, I'll do your artwork for a box of Smarties. They don't understand the process, right? So I think it's good to have those numbers on. It's a good reminder for us too, right? Because if it's stalling out at $65, we know we got to do something to bring bodies in.
Can we see the piece again, Rich?
In real life, I don't know if the camera's really doing justice to the blue smoke in this bottle.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Sometimes the glass is just so sexual.
I don't know how much that comes up in like.
No, I know. Well, this is definitely a very, it's a body with a lot of sexuality, and I think actually, I'm totally embarrassed because I probably shouldn't say this, but I did it right on camera. The first thing I had to do was stick my finger in the end. And I was like, what am I doing? I can't stop. Oh, it's stuck.
Oh, it's.
What's the opening bid?
Thanks, Michelle.
So what
Now
we-
that Rich has violated it.
I'll bid 50.
It's screaming for interaction is basically what Rich is saying. It's
Thanks,
like
Michelle.
It's
it's asking you to interact with it.
it's actually, I mean, it just come and touch it. It really has a human sense to it, and it's hard to not. It's inviting.
Wait, I got the tank.
In December when we passed the due date of our moratorium, I'm going to fill this with blue gin.
Oh my gosh, that would be so beautiful.
It actually could be a really wicked decanter as well.
I'll give you a free topper, like for it, like a glass topper.
Oh, I don't need a topper. That's why we're drying out till January. I saw them in the store. I'm like, that's not going to stop me. A wine stopper. Yeah, right.
All right.
I'm a wine starter. I don't mean to sound like I'm romanticizing alcoholism either, because I really could do without it in the art world for sure.
So this is by Vice. Do you want to show
Wow,
the
that's
people
amazing.
at home? Isn't
Yeah.
it wonderful? So I really like, I don't know, hear jazz when I see this.
Yeah.
Here, I'll hold 50 pieces. So you bid 50? Yeah? Okay. So the vase is at 50 to Rich.
Yeah, just hold that right there, Rich. What an amazing piece.
Contemporary Vice.
Is Contemporary Vice still here?
No, she left.
She changed her name recently?
Yes.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I originally thought maybe I picked up that vibe, and then I just 2 seconds ago heard a pronoun, so I just adopted it. That was just me responding to hearing it. But what I was going to say is this work is I don't know how old Vice is. Is that the proper now Vice? I don't know how old they are, but these pieces are incredibly sophisticated for such a young person. Instagram fan.
So here, there's they dropped off both of these. So do you want, if anyone wants to bid on either of them, they're opening at 10.
Wow.
Yeah,
Go
right.
back a little bit. Wow. If you're interested in bidding, 403-629-7424. That's the power of abstract. It just creates a feeling. It's not like you can, it's not literal. It's emotional.
Okay. Number 8 is from Stephen Stream. It's oil on panel.
And this is different for Stephen if you know Stephen's work. This is a departure, but equally as interesting, and the colors are incredible.
It's like a heat wave.
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
wind, but you're right. It's more heat.
Or like radiation at the end of the world, right? Like 2 days after the end of the world, you're trucking through the Badlands and what's left in the cones in your eyes, you know?
Or it's like a mirage. It's like what you imagine seeing with your eyes after wandering the desert. What's the opening bid on this, Jess?
I think 40. Is oil on panel. Yeah, $40.
If you're interested in bidding, 403-629-7424.
403-629-7424. I know, right?
This is an incredible piece from Stephen at a bargain.
Oh, Randy bid 55 for the vase.
Which one?
For some reason, the dinger isn't coming up.
The white one?
My vase?
Yeah, Randy bid
My
55.
vase?
Randy bid 55.
It's not your vase anymore, Rich. Great.
What are the dimensions of those abstracts, Rich?
They look like 12 by 18.
And the
I think they may be 14 by 18.
I'm actually so heavy, so that was like a foot by like a foot and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
That's my head.
I've made so many pieces in these dimensions, and then by 8-foot planks to cut them down. And all the benches and everything I built in here, I build to the same ratios, like I was saying with the shop guy. That I will often grab one of my 8-foot planks, thinking I need this roughly in half. I just drop it in the saw and cut it, and I'm almost always within a millimeter to 4 feet. So my brain is like memorized the distance of 4 feet, and I can take an 8-foot plank and just drop it in, and it'll be like 4 foot 1 millimeter. And I know I'm mixing my material. 4 foot and a 16th, and 3 foot 11 and 15 16th. I don't know how to do that. The Crow is currently at $40, I think.
Oh no, is it opening?
Opening bid at $40.
40? Thank you. $40. What's the name? Janelle. Thank you.
That's a steal of a deal. If you're like the Crow, 403-629-7424. It's Beautiful, Vibrant Crow by Stephen Strain.
And this again would be an amazing Christmas present for anybody in your family.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's a kitchen painting. We don't really have a kitchen. We have kind of like a hole in the wall, maybe like a large closet. Not even really a large closet. Our kitchen's about the size of a medium set. Not even a medium. We have a kitchen the size of a small closet. I think they call it a gallery.
Oh, sorry.
But we don't have the right lighting for this piece. And I think
I know.
you need
It's
a
really
dinner
rich
table.
You need the
oil.
kind of kitchen that on a Sunday morning you'd be wearing, your whole family would be wearing pajamas and slippers. And that winter lights
Aaron
kicking in.
bid 50 on the Crow.
Awesome. This is an incredible deal. If you like Stephen Strain's art, this is a very unique piece of his. 403-629-7424. It's going for a steal tonight.
629-7424. I feel bad that I told the people at the front to be quieter because now they're not talking at all. I feel like I ruined your evening. Are you guys still having fun? Good. I'm in school all day and I tell the kids to be quiet, but I need to be quieter. And then they stop talking and it breaks my soul.
Yeah.
This is the art room. First of all, we got to listen to the Doors. Second of all, sit with your friends and talk. And then they're like, Mr. Tudor, can we listen to music? I'm like, yeah. I do, but no, but like they often want to listen to their own music and they're banished from listening to music at school.
These are Viviana's shoe paintings.
But yes, you know what I do with this? I think of like the standard art class music that we listened to when I was in high school. And I play that all the time at the right time of the year. For some reason, if I hear the Doors, I'm instantly transported to my high school art class right before Christmas. And then Led Zeppelin is actually what we played in the art room right before I graduated. And then so there's just these kind of like, probably my art teachers were listening to the same music when they were in school. So I could do something a little more contemporary, but I do have the standard like art class music that I enforce on the kids. I think that's the thing about jazz is you don't get sick of it.
I feel like I didn't like jazz till I was like a kid.
Just hold it there. You would like to bid on the Crow, 403-629-7424.
Oh. I was just reading Shoes Are Great, Flu Vlogs. I was like, what does that mean? And then I looked down, you had a
painting in your hand of shoes, and I was like, how do they know what kind of shoes I'm wearing?
These are by Viviana Pacheco, and they're inspired by the Bridgerton series. Thank you. They're inspired by the Bridgerton series, so she was looking at the fashion from that show. So these are $30 each. Acrylic on canvas with resin.
I was just distracted by that.
I'm madly in love with my wife's mind, and I forget how beautiful she is. And sometimes I get, like, especially when I'm driving, I look over and the sunlight just catches her cheekbones and like start swerving around the road.
Just hold it there.
I want some heavy breathing in the mic.
Opening bid $30 on either piece. If you're interested in bidding on either of these shoes, 403-629-7424.
Bye.
See you, David. We love you. Hey, David, should we have a Christmas dinner here? Are you coming? Okay.
How late will you go on Christmas Day?
What do you mean?
There was one Christmas where I was spending out with my family, and then I like completed it at home.
What time did you come? We're probably cleaning up around that time. You probably missed us by like an inch. I actually think this year we'll do Christmas dinner and maybe a movie. But I won't say for sure online because of copyright reasons. But this space turns into a theater. We actually have a pull-down screen and everything, and we'll do like dinner and a movie for Christmas.
Okay, so the Crow got a $65 bid from Aaron.
Do you know why we do Christmas here? Yeah, but do you know why we do that? Because we love people, yeah, but do you know like where specifically the Christmas became like a life or death thing for us? No, that's when he's born, you nitwit. It's his birthday. No, but that's not why we do it. It's because everything's closed on Christmas. And like years ago when I was like 17, I worked at a coffee shop for like 10 years. I was telling this earlier, and I absolutely insisted on working at Christmas because I knew probably 80% of our customers didn't speak to anybody else. They'd come in, order a coffee, tell you their story, and then go back to their homes. So it was just a coffee shop where we had a lot of actually, it was a lot like this place, Island of Misfit Toys. And I knew for sure that most of the people had nowhere to go at Christmas. So I'd always insist, even if they paid me, I put my hours down on a different night and would insist on working Christmas Eve because there'd be nowhere else to go. And then 10 years after this, when I don't know if it was 10 years after, but when my kids were young, they'd come to my house, never on Christmas Day, right? Like Oliver would go to his mom's house for Christmas Day and I'd be like stranded alone. We live in the Continental down the block. And on Christmas Eve, the building caught fire. And I already had my Christmas Day on like the 23rd or something. That was the day I had my kids. But I ran out of the building because we'd have like fire drills all the time, or like somebody left the pot burning in the kitchen and we'd like a false alarm all the time. But this time it was an actual fire. So I bolted out of the building with like I think I had sneakers and no socks, and I probably didn't have a t-shirt on, but I had a winter coat on and I didn't grab my wallet, and this was before cell phones. So I ran outside -30 while the building was on fire on Christmas Day and had nowhere to go. And like I ended up forcing my way into one of those vestibules and just sat there and sulked because I had nowhere to go on Christmas. So the reason we it's like life or death to have Christmas dinner here is because everything else is closed on Christmas, and I think it's really dangerous to have a bad day when the world's shut down like that. Yeah.
Me too.
I guess what I'm saying is it is because we love people, but it's also we take for granted. I think people talk about like the lonely and isolation at Christmas, and you think, well, oh, I didn't have eggnog, so it was a really hard day. But actually, when you hit rock bottom on a Christmas day and everything in the world's closed, it's a dangerous situation.
Yeah. I don't know how to segue to David's other piece, but
David's other piece.
There's other piece.
David will be with us at Christmas.
So this is called Self. I really like this. Multimedia piece, stencil, scraping,
It's also blacklight.
blacklight. Oh yeah.
Why am I not getting it's in front of the doing something wrong? There we go. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
What's the opening bid?
30.
How much have we spent tonight, you and I, Jesse?
Too much?
Half of the off. We don't have to put this. We can put this in again next week.
Opening bid $30.
I think, are we kind of slowing down?
Are we slowing down?
Well, we can put another piece of excuses if you want.
We only have 6 viewers online.
Yeah, I think we're slowing down.
Everybody press the share button. Come on.
That's great. It starts with an earthquake.
I could
Birds and airplanes.
I'll show a couple.
Are you gonna sing to us tonight? Would you guys like it if Jess sang? That's how we know it's over.
Yeah.
Not over until the gorgeous lady sings.
Oh yes, the pupster.
That is named Rusty. This is by Jennifer Waters as opening $50. And
Oh, now we have 10 people.
yay! Here! Do you
People
want to
actually
turn the
should.
light on?
Do I? Do I?
So this is by Alvin. And I see some pieces by Amanda. I see some koi fish swimming
Koi
around
fish.
in there. So opening is 20 on this lovely piece, and he kept working and like putting it down and then working on it again. So there's lots of stuff going on in this one too. This is by Alan.
I know the bottom has so much going on there. It's so cool.
What's the opening bid for this?
20.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is really good. Look at the faces at the bottom and stuff. The detail's incredible. Broke for something.
Life. Broke for life.
Hmm.
What are you going to say?
I think we're done.
I see you too?
Yeah.
All
I don't know why this popped in.
I'm just my phone. Sad from the matter about me. I'm just mad about Saffron. She's just mad about me. They call me mellow yellow. They call me mellow yellow. They call me mellow yellow. I'm just mad about 14.
Can I stop you right there?
So I learned this on a live Donovan album, and I always wondered what he meant by that. What do you think he meant by that?
Is it a not very good?
I'm just mad about 14-year-old girls. They're mad about me.
I apologize,
So,
and thank you for stopping me.
Yeah.
Everything changes so quickly. Well, thanks. We're done.
How about Jennifer?
No, I'm good.
I'm just
Jonathan's a
mad
dick.
about Potter!
But
Love you
I
guys.
go back to like, boy did those, did that generation ever have some unhealthy conditioning that they were?
Unhealthy condition. Oh, Lorna bid $15 on each of the abstracts.
That's right.
Nice.
Devices, yeah. And did you get an email contact from Vice before? So we'll make sure, because we have their like email from before. So if it's the same, then we're good.
Did that come off like I was
You
being
have
critical
the
of Donovan, or did it seem like I was
Number?
celebrating his creepiness?
It did
Critical?
not come off as celebrating.
Okay.
You stopped me for a reason.
Well, you're singing, I was like, I grew up with that album. My sister was named after Jennifer Juniper. And then when I heard that live line, it just erased all the love I had for that song.
Yeah, well, it's really good. I think that's okay. So we will be sending out. I can't check. It always switches out actually Wednesday night. Or or maybe
the
it's
one night you don't
maybe
do
it's like
anything like that.
evenings. I don't know, but it's just because I only check it Wednesday nights. Oh yeah.
Anytime, anytime you want me, honey, just let me know. When you need affection and you're looking for somewhere to go, I'll be home round the house just waiting for you to call. I mean, anytime you want me, darling, anytime at all. Don't be ashamed to let me know you love me. That's such a silly thing to do. 'Cause anytime you call me, baby, I'll come running straight home to you. I'll be there beside you, even if I have to crawl. Anytime you want me, baby, I'm saying anytime at all. Anytime you want me, darling, anytime.